At this point, we would like to present 3 maps to several people who were intimately involved and to be placed in areas where the map isn't really available for general distribution at this point. We've had a lot of discussion about how the map will be used, who the audience for the map is, but at this point what we've decided is that we will present a copy of the map to Dennis Canodas, a member of the Menominee Nation Language and Culture Committee. I would also like Jennifer Kolb to please step up. We would like to present a map. Jennifer Kolb is with the State Historical Society. We will be presenting her with a map to be hung at the State Historical Society Museum in Madison. And last but far from least, we would like the map maker, the cartographer Joe Martell, to step up. Joe is a student who worked diligently on this map for us. Now I would like to ask Chakadawat, Mike Hoffman, to please step up and give his address.
Ray's a really nice man, but he butchered my name. I'll start out here by telling you my name is Chiquanaquat, Nitakan. Now, Kitanamakan Mawaniwiok, Mawana Kitana Muaspas Mawachesnak Eosiope. What I said here in the Menominee language is meteor cloud that comes with a noise and makes it clear. That is how I am called. And what I said next was, okay, welcome everyone here. And I said, thank you, I say to all that are gathered up here today. That's just a little bit of the Menominee language, just so you can get a little flavor. And you already heard the opening address. And we do our best not to butcher it too bad, and the elders don't laugh at us, so we're getting along. I want to give a sincere thank you to UWSP here and all its employees for all the help that we received. Without the help of UWSP here, something like this would have never been possible. I had thought of sitting at my kitchen table with butcher paper and colored pencils, and then I ran into this guy Joe Martell over here, and he's got a fantastic lab up here that he works at that he can do magic with computers, as you can see. And I give a special thank you to the Dean, College of Letters and Sciences, Mr. Chris Sermo here, whose support we needed because match boss, wow. What I said in Menominee is he's the big boss.
Boss is in the back, right?
Sorry, Bernie.
You're right.
The chancellor also supports the project, and thank you for it. Well, without any of these people here, wouldn't come to fruit, and I'd like to thank everybody individually, but we don't have time. We just can't. I can't run down 30 years of doing this. Many people had helped, but someone I do want to thank, and I'm going to say this in the Menominee language. Thank you, I say to you, my ancestors. These people were generous enough to work with anthropologists, archaeologists, and others, and record some of the name places and sites around the area. Otherwise, we wouldn't have much of anything. The language is dwindling nowadays. We're down to a handful of speakers. We're pretty much overwhelmed by the dominant culture, and it's a real struggle to hold on. And I felt that that was one of the reasons why I needed to do this place names map before it disappeared. I'm kind of deviating from my speech here, but that's how it goes. One of the reasons I did this map, I was asked, well, why did you do this? Why did you do this? And repeat this. I'm proud of my heritage, my Menominee and Ottawa heritage, and I knew that I was from people who were indigenous right here. And all the place names that I would see all the time throughout my life growing up, I'd go here and there and I'd see these different names, and I'd wonder, who were these people? What language was it in? And time after time, I heard, it's an Indian name. So what does it mean? And I heard all these different stories, all these different fanciful stories, and then none of them were the same. And nobody could tell me who the people were. They said, well, I think it might be those Potawatomis, or it could be Ho-Chunk, or maybe it was Sop and Fox. I'm not really sure. And I thought, well, someday, I'm going to work on a map. I'm going to work on a list of Menominee place names. And I'll assure you, when the explorers arrived here, the first people they ran into were the Menominee and the Ho-Chunk. And the Menominee people had place names here, and so did the Ho-Chunk. But we're not going to discuss Ho-Chunk names. We're not going to talk about them. If you want to know anything about Ho-Chunk names, you have to go talk to their historic preservation people. We're just going to deal with Menominee names here. That's why I called this map here. And it says, Kais Mamachitawak Kakewachikan. Now, back, before other people started saying, they're the wild rice men. That's who they are. They're wild rice eaters.